Oh. Well, hello. Took a little while to start the stream there. Anyway, well then. Let me get rid of you. There we go. So, today will probably be the last day of Just Cause, even though it's only fucking day 2. But, yeah. Obviously, I've taken over the entirety of the island except for 4 locations. 2 of which, I believe, are story related. Another one which is either broken or they're both story related in that sort of section. So, yeah. Probably just have today to do this, because like I said, I'm only blasting through the main story. I might be back tomorrow, depending on what else there is to do in the game. But obviously I won't record it, I'll probably just sit back, relax and stream that. But yeah. Because like I said, obviously you've got places like this, obviously you've got the question marks, obviously I don't know what they are. Like I say, I might do them in my own time. I might do them tomorrow. Oh, hello, your hardcore heels, how are you doing? How long have I been live? I just started. Yeah, I just started. I was slightly late today. Obviously, apologies for that. But, yeah, I've literally just started. You wanted to see how fast the notification goes up. Seems to be quick, yeah. I've literally been up for 2 minutes.
Most of the stuff you recovered is standard black ammunitions.
We're getting there. 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. So,
Not
yeah.
sure what they do. You didn't want to mess with them.
I assume it happens within the first 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Good, fine, Sargento. This could be useful. Anyone have a
But that's obviously if you're on Twitch. Because obviously if you're actually, like I say, if you're on Twitch, and obviously it comes up in the top right hand corner.
You have to make do with
But emails and stuff, I know they can be drastically slow. I've had issues before.
Get chimba.
He was browsing. Why? What was you looking
I'll
for?
drive the truck. I've got a chopper nearby waiting to extract this.
Make sure you get there in one piece.
Gracias, parcero. We're moving out.
Oh, and actually, as a side note, I'm actually pissed off. Because yet again, this is another game that I could have bought on PC, ran at like max settings for 60 FPS. It pisses me off. Like, it happened with Darksiders, granted that game didn't really run well on consoles, but fuck, it pisses me off. I need to start buying more games on PC, I do.
That balloon thing is pretty cool, huh?
I think it'll come in handy. Where'd you learn to plan an ambush?
Out of la Bispa. You came out of nowhere, and the Black Hand didn't know what hit him. It was epic. Okay? What's that in the road?
Must have been some
I'm
fighting
just trying to
here.
figure out why one channel Zero Breath of the Wild had 5,000 viewers. I might be able to tell you in a minute.
Just one.
Hostile in our area of operation.
You've got to be shitting me. See, this is why it helps to play the story first, and then do everything else. Because there are all these upgrades that I haven't used. I mean, granted, I still took over the entire island, and it was fairly easy. Well, it wasn't actually fairly easy, it was pretty easy. I just had some moments where explosions knocked me into other explosions. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Obviously that goes out to you then, your hardcore heroes. If you ever play this game, play the main story first. You know. Yeah, I don't speak, I think, Japanese. I would assume speedrun, maybe? If we go on to Google Translate. Why is it... Okay, so it detects it as Japanese and it's translating it to Spanish. Thanks, Google. Oh no, I think he's just playing it. I think it's his first time. Oh well, whatever. Obviously, good luck to him. Obviously, if he has 5,000. And you don't plan on playing this game, no problem. It's not a bad game. I would recommend... Obviously, I do recommend playing it. So obviously, if you can play this, obviously if you want to wait for a sale, then it's going to be worth your money. But yeah, I don't blame you not buying this. No, I don't want to do that. What? I don't want to do that. I want to activate it. No, whatever.
Copy on hostile contact. Free to engage. No further contact. All units, stay alert.
I mean, I guess that is pretty cool, but...
Chévere. See, that's what I mean. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Mierda. Again?
I'll clear a path.
Try those balloons on those black hand huevones. You think I'd make a good agent? Like you?
Keep
No.
your eyes on the road, Sargento.
Plus, I think I could do it. I've always wanted to do something important.
Who's firing at me? Oh,
It's
you are.
complicated, Sargento.
Listo, listo. Later.
That was
Hostile
useless.
hazard re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
Yeah, okay, your hardcore heroes, obviously I'll still be here. Why hasn't that moved? Oh.
Use those balloon things again, before more show up. Anyway, I learned to improvise a lot in my old life.
See?
Growing up in the slum, mom dead, dad long gone, you figure stuff out.
This is what works for me, Sargento. You find what works for you.
Bien, I guess.
For now, just worry about getting us to the extraction point.
Extraction? Hijo de pucha! I need to call them. You got this, Rico? Listo. Tucan, this is Llama. Extraction required at Bravo Station. At Bravo Station. We talked about this.
We have an intruder on site.
Intruder on site. All units engage.
CC, we'll be waiting. Over and out.
You... You've got to be shitting me.
This is going okay. First mission is bound to have a few, hiccups.
Just focus, Sargento. Drive. They're still coming.
The hell? Okay, so the game just... Okay, so I guess they have a failsafe in place in case that ever happens. That's nice and all, but yeah, it shouldn't ever happen.
Adios.
You hear that? I think
Bollocks.
the truck is having problems.
Yeah, it's getting shot a lot.
Look at all these. Es loco, no?
Yeah, if only I had a gun. No, take the sodding gun, you twat. No.
Hello, little friend.
Almost there, Rico. How am I doing?
You work out those hiccups, Sargento, and you could be a real operations master for the army.
But I want to be, you know, in the shit, like you.
Guess what? We're in the shit right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we are. Truck ain't doing so good, Rico.
Hostile hasn't re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
Well, at least we made
We're
it,
here.
even though I'm the
but
one who did
extraction's not here yet.
all the damage.
We gotta hold them off until that chopper gets here.
Lock and load, people. The Black Hand want their supplies back.
Hostile in our area of operation.
Copy on hostile contact. Free to engage.
You're doing good, people. Don't let them through.
Why is it anyone who's in the air has like max accuracy?
Chopper's almost here. I think.
You okay from here on out?
Alright, we did it! Get in! Down!
In an army, you stick together. Sure. Adios, Sargento.
Well, that audio decided to piss off.
Lost visual on target.
Help Sargento train the army. Search the map for training and counterintelligence ops. Helping Sargento and the Army of Chaos will earn mod points that can unlock airlifter mods for the grappling hook. Don't really need them. I don't. Also, hello, some guy in Latvia. How are you doing?
Hola, Rico. I just got a call from this guy, Javi Huerta. Did a job for him a while back.
Wow, I could just go straight and take over Kunka, probably. Because obviously I've already taken over the entire game. I actually wonder if I could do that, take over Kunka, do the next main mission, take over these, and then beat the game in like 5 missions. That would be interesting. Because I'm going to assume all of these side quests, or main quests, whatever they are, boost how much chaos you get. Huh. That would have been nice to know yesterday. You're doing well. How about me? Oh, I'm doing fantastically well. Thank you for asking, and I'm glad you're doing good yourself. My only problem is I fear... Oh, wait, no. Oh, now I know what it is. Well, obviously what I was about to say was I only fear because obviously winter's coming. Well, it should be here, I should say. And obviously with winter comes illness. No, I wonder if I can actually just beat the game straight away.
Maybe. He was trying to take down Espinosa. The truth is, I think you might be able to help him out.
I'll look into it. Gracias.
Oh, hey, there's something else.
Hey, Sarge! You said I could call you on this number?
Who are you?
And you got Rodriguez conferenced in. Good. Listen, doll, I want to help out your little revolution. Doing a little shoot by the river. Swing by, we'll do lunch. Ciao.
Who was that?
She's like a movie.
Oh no, I can do this mission now to take over Cachas, which is where Iapa is. Well, I'm doing it.
I ran into her.
I could actually probably beat this game in like an hour. That will be interesting.
Moving out?
We're ready to go, but Izzy's off getting us some intel from a guy in Kuya. Can you make sure she gets to the outpost safely?
Can't wait to meet her.
Okay, thanks for the cutscene.
Hey, Rico, good chance to test our new pilots, no?
Sure.
Chévere. Go on, keep on a call.
Select Kuya. You can fast travel in this. Well, obviously everything I said yesterday about fast travel has just completely gone out the window.
Mira, Sargento, dropping in over Kuya.
Yes.
Izzy's waiting for you on the roof of the Batista building.
On my way. There she is. Nice to meet you.
Buenas, hardware.
No chopper.
Figured you'd bring one.
Oh, think I know where to get one.
The base just over there. Oh, no. I can call in. And again, obviously yesterday when I said about all the items, you can call them in as well.
Sargento, I'd say the pilots are gonna work out fine.
Let's go, Easy.
Right with you.
Mira, where are we going?
Listo. Just got here. Sending you coordinates.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Couldn't we have called in a jet or something?
Or city. Always been that way. Before he moved to his castle in the sky, Espinosa headquarters was in Nueva Voz. All the money is there. So, people in Cuya get by other ways, like selling black market information to the Army of Chaos.
What's the intel?
Mira's eyes only. Oye, turn on the radio. Need music.
Yeah, the joke's on you, bitch.
You read my mind.
I turned the sound off for radio.
This looks like the spot.
So nothing happened to the building after dropping more from 100 meters, presumably. Damn you, game object. Yeah, exactly. Again, obviously we already discussed this yesterday. This game has no logic built into it whatsoever.
Thanks for the lift, hardware.
Anytime. Mira, we're here.
Bien. I'm in the control center. Come on up.
Good to go. How's it going, Easy? It's going.
We're pushing forward, but none of that matters unless we can disable Yappa's defenses.
Easy and I have been working on that. All of these facilities house prototype weather cores, and each core is connected to Yappa's defense network.
Towers with artillery.
See, if we can plant a virus in those weather cores, we can send a message up the network, causing malfunctions in the tower's machinery.
Everything breaks. Boom. No more artillery.
Then we just have the blizzard.
One thing at a time, Mira. Tell me more about the facilities housing the weather cores.
This is Zona Uno. It's protected by a sandstorm.
Mira, here.
Gracias, Easy.
What's that?
Information on a place called La Masmorra. It's a prison hidden in the desert. Something Gabriela said. I think my Uncle Lanza might still be alive. If he is, he's being held there. And,
He can help us get into Zona Uno?
he helped your father build Project Yappa.
Mira, if he's still alive, I'll find him.
Here is Zona Trace. According to Easy, he's not on the network, but I have an old friend, Cesar. He has a theory that might help us.
Then let's hear what he has to say.
And this is Zona Dos. We don't know much about that facility. Are you ever going to answer this?
I'm not an agency man anymore.
Rico, those coordinates are close. Look.
Ay, that can't be a coincidence. I'll check it out.
I'm sending you all the data you'll need to your AR lens.
Good. Let's start hitting Oscar where it hurts.
Yeah, well, considering I've already taken over the entire island, I think I've done more than that. I really hope the game now says, go out, explore, take over the island, one piece at a time. Just so then I can basically tell the game to go fuck itself. And my ride out of here just blew up. See, there's your logic, some guy in Latvia. Oh, never mind, there's a couple choppers over here. Oh no.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, now I can do that mission. Okay, well I'll do that one next. Once I've seen the agency. You were right about everything being covered in gasoline. You guess whoever you picked up just starts smoking a bit too close. Oh yeah. They just go, oh here, do you want a cigarette? Okay, let me just... The entire chopper goes up in flames. And then they just look at each other like... And then someone just walks past saying, oh yeah, Rico flew that in. And then everyone goes, oh, okay. Because he has like some magic powers to... Anything he touches just gets poured in gasoline and explosives. Let me guess, that's supposed to be Sheldon.
Well, I guess
That
you
looks
got my
nothing
message.
like Sheldon.
It's all clear, Mira.
I'm on my way.
Who's that?
And it's a different
Why are
voice
you
actor
here,
again,
Sheldon?
great.
When you went dark after Medici, I figured I'd look through some of your old files. See where you might end up. Turns out your dad was working with Oscar Espinosa back in the day. Something called Project IAPA. What do you know about IAPA? I know there's lots of buzz about Solis at the agency these days. Talk of weather modification technology, strategic atmospherics. Of course, once the higher-ups heard that I was looking at those IAPA files, I ended up on administrative leave. Guess I'm not the only one who doesn't trust Tom Sheldon. I know you're looking to take out IAPA, Rico. I've already done some of the legwork. You screwed me over more than once in Medici. I don't want your help, Sheldon. Well, you're gonna need it. I did some snooping around Zona Dos. Turns out that place is constantly surrounded by a nasty lightning storm. Fried poor Annabelle here. That seems pretty suspicious to have a standing lightning storm like that, don't you think?
This a friend of yours, Rico?
Not exactly. Peter Morales, this is Tom Sheldon. Known him for 20 years. He cannot be trusted.
Buenas.
Don't listen to this guy, Senorita. Pleased to meet you. Rico and I were just discussing the situation with Zona Dos.
And you know how to access the core?
I don't know anything about the core, but I got a good idea how to get us past that lightning storm. Good luck with Annabelle, Sheldon. We'll figure something else out.
He's got a plan, Rico. And we don't.
Well, I have no idea how Sheldon somehow managed to get
There's a
younger
river that runs underneath
in
the
this game.
facility. I figure we use a boat to get close. You remember the Stingray base back in Medici? That same
Like I said, considering Rico's like at least 50 to 60.
Now, I also hear there's a nearby research lab that's
I only know
testing a
this
way
because
to
obviously in
harness
Just Cause
light.
3 you have the
Maybe
BIOS.
find something there
I
to
think it
protect
said he was
the
like
boat.
52, I
Spares
believe,
poor Annabelle's fate.
in that
We're
game.
talking about that
So I
facility
assume
in
he's
the
maybe
mountains,
53 in this.
You got it?
And we could do the custom boat work at Prospero Astiero.
Interesting. Yeah, coming around, aren't you? Why are you doing this, Sheldon? Well, because I owe you, Rico. And you want to take out IAPA, I want to help you do it. Besides, we both know we can't have just anybody running around with a weather weapon, for God's sakes.
You got a better idea?
Shit. That's what I like to hear.
So, we meet up at Medio Lab when we're ready?
Sounds good. You know, for a minute there, I thought you were gonna shoot me. Not this time, Sheldon.
Okay, then that's that mission done, I guess. Well, I now have 4 pilots, which means fast travelling in between missions will be extremely easy to do. Oh no, it's the game. I thought for a minute then it was my bloody PS4 overheating. It's done that before.
Easy seat.
According to the data you retrieved, the ion coil in here creates positive streamers which stimulate electrical storms.
So it makes lightning.
No. It creates a positive charge which draws negative charges to it. So, lightning will strike the ion coil and not anything around it.
So it absorbs lightning.
How do we get it out of there?
We need to get around the failsafe system. There are lightning rods protecting this area. Deploy those rods and the failsafes release.
Hearing that Sharon apparently screwed Rico over several times in Medici may actually be foreshadowing Rico actually coming around with power. Maybe. I would probably assume no. Still, but obviously I didn't write this game.
He used to be a lot easier to get along with.
The only reason why I'm saying no is because obviously the Black Hand, because they've been in all 3 games at this point and now we're finally going after them. That's the only reason why I'd say no. But again, you never know, the end of the game might come and then he'll just flip the switch and kill everyone. But again, I doubt that.
Storm's rolling in.
Force the rods up. That should trigger the failsafe and release the coil.
I found the first lightning rod.
There should be a breaker nearby. Flipping it will force the rod up.
Lightning. Lightning strikes targets that are higher up. Stay low and move fast to avoid lightning when it is about to strike. I can do that.
If you're about to get struck by lightning, Rico, just move as fast and as far as you can.
Move fast. Copy.
How's it going out there?
A little damp.
You ever tried wrapping yourself up in your parachute like a poncho? Jesus, Rico, you all right?
Oh, yeah. Fine.
Air support is en route.
Found the last lightning rod.
All 3 aren't there, 4. No, apparently there's only 3.
Get back to the console and you'll be able to raise the ion coil.
Shit!
What is it?
Coffee's too hot, burnt my mouth, but yeah, get to that console. Yeah, you gotta move fast when that lightning's about to strike, kid.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, it's the other console.
One ion coil coming up. But looks like the lightning rods have gone back down.
Mierda, there's some sort of problem. Hang on. You'll still be safe if you stay near that coil.
That's because it absorbs lightning, Rico.
Shut up and flip that switch.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Gracias. Rico, there's just a glitch in the hardware. It's solved. Try to signal the lightning rods from that console.
No further contact. All units, stay alert.
Okay, got it. Lightning rods are coming back up.
That should do it. We'll get to work extracting the coil.
Hell yeah, we did it, kid.
Yeah, nice teamwork, Sheldon. Now find me a towel.
Was that the entire mission? Okay.
You look cold. Here. Work with me, kid. I'm living up to my end of the bargain.
You and me, we've got a long way to go.
How many deposed dictators later, and you're still the same asshole you were at 17?
If I were 17, I wouldn't feel so banged up right now.
You remember when you used to dress like a Mexican Johnny Cash?
What's wrong with Johnny Cash?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with Johnny Cash. It's just not the most practical way to dress for a war.
Whatever you say, hula shirt.
There's nothing wrong with a hula shirt.
Hey, just not the most practical way to dress for a war. Give me that.
He didn't even take a drink from it, he just went... Bleh. Then again, I'm guessing Rico's a lightweight. Yeah, that's that entire mission done, I guess. Yep.
Enemies down.
Yeah, I'm probably actually gonna get through this game fairly quickly. So obviously, having done everything I did yesterday. Obviously, if I get this done fairly quickly today, I might play some more. You know, just put some more time into it. Otherwise,
Where's Mira?
obviously,
Ready to
I'll
go?
play anything
Needed
again.
elsewhere. She asked me to drive instead, which I'm assuming is her version of running the Parent Trap.
A parent trap?
Yeah, she's tricking us into working together as a team. Come on, let's get this ion coil to Prospero Astiero. Mind if I drive?
I'd rather not end up wrapped around the kapok tree.
You're not still sore about that fruit stand in Patagonia, are you? We got there. Eventually.
Hey, move over.
Okay, then magically pull that down with their mine.
Off we go.
All systems go. Let's get this show on the road, amigo. So this Mira character, how'd you two end up in cahoots?
Came to find me in Medici. Told me my father built some sort of weapon.
You know, kid, if you'd answered any one of my 100 calls, I could have told you the same.
All you do is manipulate the truth, Sheldon. It's only later that I find out what you're really after.
Jesus, kid, is that really what it's come to?
Shall we talk about what happened in Medici?
Nope. Okay.
If that's the way you want this dance to go, then that's the way it'll go.
Holy shit, I've got to go all the way down there. Is there a river that's in my way? Yeah, there is. Fuck it, I'll take the road.
Roadblock ahead, Rico.
I see it.
Oh, now they're mad.
Mira,
Confirmed. We're seeing numerous Black Hand units between Mediolab and Prospero Astiero.
They must have intercepted some Army of Chaos chatter.
Be careful, guys.
That chopper's gunning for us, Rico.
Hostile
Copy on hostile contact. Free to engage.
How do I have a pole stuck in me?
Look out! Tank! You and your army of chaos must have these Black Hand pretty riled up if they're after you like this.
Seems like it.
Guess Espinosa doesn't appreciate you starting fires on his tidy little island.
Yeah, some fires need starting.
That they do, kid.
Frame rate, stay with me.
Sargento, we're home.
Come on, Enrico. We'll take care of the Black Hand on your
Was is running at like 2 FPS. Nah, it should looks more like 20, 25, something like that. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. No, I probably should have done that. Frame rate, I don't feel so good, turns to dust. Nice Avengers reference there.
Yeah, no,
nice.
don't worry about me, kid. I'll just wait right here.
Stay with me, kid. No, stay with me, kid. Oh! Oh! Did anyone see that barrier just drop? Or was that just
Don't worry
me?
about that. I have some ideas for some modifications.
Nice shooting earlier.
Thanks.
Oh, well. I thought this game was actually running fairly well. It turns out the
People work
issues are
fast.
within the main story.
Now, you and Mira got quite an operation going here.
They just want things here.
Scene loads in, the barrier's just... Oh, shit.
How's it feel? Having an
Hey, hey Dave, do you think they saw me? Fucking Jesus
Who's growing
Christ.
on me?
Seems like it. Well, I always thought leadership suited you, kid.
You saw the barrier drop. Thanos is using the
Better
time
make sure
stone
that
or
boat has some
something.
firepower.
Actually, he
Mira's
could have
got
used the
it all
time
under
stone to have
control.
paused that barrier
We'll, have her
for a split second
ship
for it
shape
to
for you in no
everything
time.
load in and then for it to drop in.
Oh, hey, Rico. What do you want to name her?
Sure, call Sheldon.
How about Thunderbarge?
This game, man, Jesus Christ. Oh, and also I had a look at the trophy list, and one of the trophies is to get that chaos meter up to, I think, 14. So of course I very quickly said, fuck that. Also, I won't be platinuming this game at all. Then again, I pretty much have to 100% each location to platinum the game, and I'm not doing that. One, I don't have the time frame to do it, because obviously with Smash Bros. Out in 2 days. And two, no thanks.
The boat's ready.
See, and not a moment too soon. The Black Hand are setting up patrols all along the Rio and I.
They're putting the pieces together. We're running out of time. Get airborne. When we reach Zona 2, I'll disable the cord that's controlling the storm. As soon as the storm clears...
I'll fly in and use the core to access the Yapa network, bringing down the defense node.
Bueno, Sheldon, go with me. What do we know about the Lightning Core's defenses?
Aside from lightning, there's some shielding held in place by magnetic locks, but we'll take care of the locks once we get in there.
Yeah,
I gave
blow
you
it
that
up.
extra firepower you asked for. Could be useful.
50 cal, mortar, anything else?
You'll see. Meet you there.
You ready?
Just like old times, amigo.
Think these boats really gonna protect us from the lightning?
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Why else would I have volunteered to sit at the highest point of the vessel with my hands wrapped around a giant piece of metal?
Here they come.
That's a big door. You brought the giant key, right, kid? You're gonna have to kill the power to the locks on those doors.
I already know how.
Watch the boat. That's one generator down.
Blow up the other one, and we'll get out of here.
Looks like they did it. Full steam ahead.
You hear that? The falls are coming up.
You nervous, Sheldon?
Yeah, a little. That's what makes it fun, though. Holy hell! We made it!
More or less.
Yeah, that could have looked cooler. Instead, I pretty much face plant into the side of the mountain.
Before we hit this storm, listen up. We figured out a way to connect the ion coil to the Thunder Barge's mortar.
We?
It was my idea. Mira just did the grunt work of hooking everything up.
So how's it work?
Hell if I know. Positivity streams or something.
Mira,
Your ion coil absorbs the lightning. When it's charged, whatever you hit, lightning strikes.
I call it the Thunder Gun.
you're on a roll, Shelton. Here we go. I think we found Zona Dos.
Full throttle, Rico. We need speed to get over that wall. Woo!
Bring down the lightning rods protecting Zona Dos. It's our best shot to neutralize the core.
Mira,
Take out the power cells on each side.
I have no idea what to do. If a vehicle in the desert here is going to be called the Rude Sandstorm or something along those lines, then you're going to destroy all copies of Just Cause 4. Well, then you have my permission. But I have no idea what it wants me to do. Besides destroy. Well, hopefully I can figure it out with the next one. She means these things.
one rod down.
But I've done that on that one.
out another road.
Because I didn't shoot the one on this side.
Alright, kid, all that's left is to take out the mag locks holding the core shield in place. Well, that's sure doing something. Well, the shield's on its last leg.
There we go.
Route blinded power to the board. Get back to the boat. You can do the honors.
There we go. Done.
Mira, you're up.
I'm inbound. I need a team to secure the lightning core.
Now to protect her for
She'll
like
be able to
3
take out that
minutes.
defense node from there.
She's good.
Let's leave her to it then. I got
Or
something to show you.
not.
Okay, yeah. What is this, Sheldon?
Well, when I was researching Solis and your father's situation, I heard about an old agency outpost used to be near here.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Well, I didn't want to get your hopes up, but thought we might find something out about your old man. This was his project, after all. Let's see here. You...
This place has been here a while.
At least 30 years, I'd reckon.
A surveillance outpost.
You would ask how Sheldon knew
This
which
must
brick
have
to
been
pull, but
where
the
they
answer is always the
kept
same.
tabs
Game
on
logic.
the
Yep.
project. Espinosa.
Because obviously he said that he knew that there was a place
And the
near
weather
there,
technology.
and then he just so happens to walk up to the one
Only
brick and
species
go,
known about
"Oh, it's
these."
this one."
Here. This looks like a good place to start. Well, hey, it still works.
The Yapa project.
This is interesting.
What did you find?
Surveillance footage. Your dad's name is in the file. Miguel Rodriguez.
Play it.
Do you have any idea what I sacrificed for Project Iapa? Miguel, no. I refuse to play part in this any longer. Good luck finishing Iapa without me or my work.
If Miguel Rodriguez is allowed to leave this project, he'll be a serious liability.
If we were to take care of that liability now, Lanza Morales' work on Zona Uno would suffer. No. Let Miguel leave. Let Lanza hear that he reunited with his family.
Then what?
I have Black-Handed Medici under the command of Sebastiano di Ravello, who, last I checked, is in the agency's pocket.
I need to speak to General Di Ravello.
Thank you for your contribution to Project Iapa, Miguel.
Rico.
And the
no
usual.
idea. You gotta believe me.
It never made any sense why Di Ravello killed my parents. It was the agency and Espinosa using that idiot dictator's crew as a cover. How could you not know anything about this?
I didn't know anything about Project Iapa or your parents or any of this back then. I was brand new at the agency. This sort of thing was way above my pay grade. I only had orders to save you. I'll tell you this, kid. You and me, we're gonna end Oscar Espinosa and take out Project Iapa together. I knew the agency was dirty, but... Look, why don't you head topside, get some fresh air. I'll keep snooping around here, okay?
You let me know if you find
But what are
anything
you
else.
snooping for? Yeah, that's one of the 3 bases done already.
Mira. Status.
Patched in and ready to go. You?
Nothing to report.
Everything okay? You sound...
Bring it down.
okay.
One down, 2 to go.
We have possible enemy activity. Investigating.
Well, may as well do that one next. Since I'm pretty much... will be able to do it because obviously I've taken over the entire southern island. Then obviously the other one I just need to do one more mission, take over that place, and then... move on. Control the lightning storm. Return to Zona Dos in the Kunka region or Meteor Lab in the Puyokuni region to activate the lightning core on demand. Use AR scan and follow the waypoint to the console. Activate or deactivate the lightning storm with the press of a button. Okay then. Also, that reminds me, the whole gimmick of this game was the lightning storm and the sandstorm. I've only experienced the lightning storm once for like 5 seconds, and then the sandstorm twice. And I'm probably going to take them both out. And I've only seen the tornado in a distance. And I'm about to take them all out now. Great gimmick. If I've never ever seen it or taken part of it, and obviously I've explored the entirety of the game. And like I say, I've only seen one, been through one for 5 seconds, and I've been through another for like 15 seconds, twice.
Hey! Rico! Listen, Cesar, he doesn't spend much time around people. Not anymore.
This is a secret agent?
See, this is Rico.
Peter says you have something to show me.
Proof. Proof that none of the weather occurring in Solis is natural. Yeah, come on, back. I've got to...
Who put that there?
Just 1 minute and I'll have this... I've been looking for that. Okay, right here. Plug this in and... Okay,
Remember, Cesar, stick to what we talked about.
see. Okay. The tornado that hit Nueva Voz, the capital, 10 years ago. Mina Vendaval a few months later. My plane. All destroyed by tornadoes. Tornadoes controlled by... the
Aliens.
reptilians.
All reptilians.
Cesar.
Or the Nordics, but I've definitely ruled out the Greys. No abductions.
Mira,
Cesar.
Yeah, wait. Watch this. How'd you explain that, huh? Appears out of nowhere, and moments later, a tornado forms around it.
Look familiar?
play that again.
You've seen it too, haven't you?
Go on.
I seen it here and here.
This is near Yapa, and this is Zona 3.
An alien weather lab.
A weather research facility. Both the Yapa and Zona 3 are funded by...
Oscar Espinosa.
the man behind it all.
If he even is a man.
Let's assume he is a man. Do you think this UFO is a core we could use to hack into the Apple network?
If we can get to it, see.
Impossible. It's inside a tornado.
What if I dive down?
Dive down. Into the eye of a tornado.
So, how do we make it happen?
I say, we start with this.
Yeah, let's get blind drunk.
Let's go over it one more time. Bien?
Okay. We need to trap and grow a tornado. To do that,
We need the wind cannons from the alien weather lab
Zona 3.
to steer it to the capital.
to know where to place the wind cannons,
I will use the radar equipment at Ojo de la Pradera.
I will need to follow and track the tornado.
I'll drive the storm chaser.
To build the storm chaser,
See, we need to bring some of the alien weather tracking equipment from the alien weather lab
Cesar.
from Zona 3 to Prisa Automobile.
and when the time is right, the army disables the wind cannons protecting Mina Vendaval.
That will allow the tornado to go towards Nueva Voz.
Which the army will evacuate.
We build a perimeter of wind cannons around Torre Espinosa.
And we grow the tornado there until it's big enough.
Then I jump in on Cesar's UFO and do something.
What do we think?
He's fucking nuts.
Well, that's the polite way of putting it.
It's gonna work.
Let's get it in by 0500, yeah? Alright. We're ready. Let's get going. The last of the storm chaser equipment is being loaded.
What about the data extracting? Did you learn anything?
Cesar's UFO? I was right. It's one of the prototype cores, only this one is mobile. It works by disrupting the surrounding air temperature. And then this machine creates an artificial updraft, and moments later...
A tornado rips through Solis. Espinosa is testing a weather weapon on his own people.
And he tells us Yapa will be our salvation. Pues, we can't control the tornado core from here, but if you can plug this into the core's flight controller, then I can hijack it and remotely sever its link to the Yapa network.
You need to be close for this to work. Ever fight near a tornado?
Ever dive into one?
Where is Cesar? Thought he would be here by now.
I'm not sure he's ready for all this just yet.
We taking bets?
Did you get everything I asked for?
Claro que sí.
Ultrasonic anemometer.
Yes.
Image console.
Cesar,
CB antenna.
all the gear you requested is good to go. Hmm?
I'll fly.
I'm not so sure about this.
I'll fly the helicopter to Prisa Alto. Hágale.
You sound sure to me.
He's gonna let a madman kill us all.
Okay. But you've never flown with him.
Let's go build a storm chaser. You've flown one of those before, right?
Taking a minute to adjust to the pendulum effect. Here we go.
Guys, the Black Hand are setting up
Probably would be
roadblocks.
faster if I
Be careful.
wingsuit.
Are they
Or
going
if I
to
use
shoot
my
at us?
wingsuit.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Hey, have you
Well,
ever
this'll
read
do.
Mechanical Failure?
You trying to tell me something?
What? No, no. It's
Oh
a good
bollocks,
book.
you're gonna make me
Real
do it,
good.
aren't you?
When I flew from Savia,
Hello,
I would
Brotendo,
fly
how are you
from
doing?
aircraft.
Hope you've been well.
Bien, Cesar.
I was
And
a
also,
great pilot, but
hello
when
Daniel,
you see
how are you
an
doing?
spacecraft during a routine flight and
What's
you
this
report
game
it,
like?
but
You
they
heard
don't
on console
listen
it's
to
so
divert your
bad
flights,
for
they got
graphics and
photos
frame
and
rate.
you show them
Well,
photos, but they still say
Daniel,
you're insane. Well,
I've not really had any... Okay, so I'm just going to very quickly go over this. I've not... Playing the main game, taking over the entire island and blowing stuff up, the game has ran fine. But the moment I started doing the main missions, and obviously some guy in Latvia can back me up on this, where a cutscene played and all the people and places had to like load in, so some of it dropped and one barrier stayed in the air, so obviously that was sort of broken. And I've only ever encountered the frame rate dropping once. Again, it was a main mission. I think it's the first main mission after, you know, the tutorial. That was the only time that I've experienced the frame drop. So far on a personal account, frame rate's been fine. But
graphics,
I think the only reason why it's got bad graphics, and I've explained this yesterday, but aliasing, where it basically smoothens the edges out into the distance. I think that's the only thing this game is missing on console. But yeah, even without that, the game still looks fairly good, fairly decent. But I am a little disappointed because I could have bought this on PC and have ran it on Ultra 1080p for like 60 FPS anyway. So it's just that I was a little frightened because obviously, you know, with as graphical as this game is, and considering Just Cause 3 didn't run well, I didn't trust buying it on PC. I didn't. The motion blur looks to be over the top. Is it able to be turned off in the settings? I actually don't know. I didn't look for that actually. I would say no. This is the other thing though, Daniel, with console gaming. Stuff like motion blur and stuff doesn't really affect performance. It's just like a personal reason if you want it on or not. And obviously, like yourself, if you don't like it, it should be an option to turn it on or off. And like myself, I don't mind motion blur as long as it's not like you move this much, and the next thing you know, it seems like you've been through a sodding tornado. But yeah, I'm pretty certain you can't turn motion blur off. No, I'm pretty certain you can't. Yeah, no, you can't. Obviously, because this is tied to console, it's a little annoying. It is. And also, just to let you know, this is also the generic PS4, it's not the PS4 Pro. So maybe on the PS4 Pro, it might look slightly better. But obviously I can't, you know, vouch for that. But obviously the game overall is still as fun as Just Cause 3. So I can recommend it on that regard.
Am I clear yet?
One more.
Tank squad deployed. On our way.
We're clear, Cesar.
Listo.
Oh bollocks. Oh, and actually, Bartender, is Brawlhalla a good fighting game? I'm actually interested. I mean, it's too late now, because obviously with Smash Bros. Out in 2 days. But I have actually owned Brawlhalla for quite a while now. I think they gave it out for free on Steam, but I just never played it. I didn't. I hope they put out an update to fix a lot of things. Use the Xbox One X, and it has almost 1-star reviews on the Xbox Store. Really? Huh. Oh balls. Hello.
You're coming up on another cluster of SAM, Cesar. Listo. Entering a holding pattern and awaiting the all clear.
See, I'll take care of it.
I'm taking a lot of damage, Rico. Acknowledge. Hostile.
All right, you're clear, Cesar.
Yeah, seriously. On the Xbox One, it should run fine. Yeah, it should run fine on the Xbox One X. Obviously, I'm saying should. Holy shit. Yeah, you are what we call fucked. Thanks, game, for littering this entire town of guys with RPGs. Fucking thing. But yeah, obviously, if people are having issues on Xbox or Xbox One X, yeah, obviously that's something they should fix, definitely.
I'm taking a lot of damage, Rico.
It has 3 stars overall, but most reviews are 1 star with a few 4 stars, creating an average of 3. Mainly, hello helicopter. Mainly people were complaining about the graphics.
We should be free of the Black Hand now.
I mean, personally, obviously I'm never really one to care about graphics myself. For me, if a game is playable and it's got a smooth frame rate, and even if it looks like this, I'm more than happy with my game. If people were complaining about frame rate, then I would understand. But I sort of see where they're coming from, but like I say, if they enabled, say, anti-aliasing and removed, like, say, motion blur, I think the game would look half decent. But because, like I say, it's mostly jagged edges out into the distance, and the render distance is very short, I think that's where graphically the game doesn't look that appealing. Because obviously you're always looking out in front of you, and that's why obviously the game is sort of like blurry out there. But I think sort of close up when you're doing stuff, the game looks more than decent enough. Bro, how was fun and good. Oh, it's Rico, never mind. Yeah, like I say, but I've owned Brawlhalla for years, but I've just never played it.
Reptilians have been documented using
But then obviously, like I say, because obviously,
Tinfoil won't help. You need at least
Smash
2
Bros is
inches
out
of
in
net
2
shade
days, I'm
to
not
stop
bothering.
gamma rays.
Oh. Okay.
You might just wait to get this game on PC in 2 months. Your computer at the moment has a 1050 Ti, going to upgrade to a 1080 Ti or 2080. Oh, nice. That is quite an upgrade, Daniel.
Composite plating.
But yeah, I
Going with tempered
bollocks.
glass.
Bollocks.
Thought we needed an
Yeah,
upgrade.
I
Shooting
have
at us.
a 1066 gig and an i5 7500, and like I say, it pretty much runs on high to very high for 1080p for like 60 FPS.
All the time.
So I think obviously once you upgrade to that, you'll be
You'll probably wanna get
more
used to it
than
too, huh?
good to play this on
How
PC.
do
But
I
I
do
think
that?
yeah, I think sadly again, like Darksiders, if you want the optimal experience, buy it on PC. But yeah, like I said, I would have bought this on PC, but because Just Cause 3 has had issues running on PCs with RAM and stuff, that's why I haven't bothered buying this on PC. But obviously now that I know I could have, it makes me a little upset, you know.
Music is important too. Sure.
But, you know, at least it'll give me a reason to buy the game in the future and play it again, you know.
Let me know when she's actually ready.
Okay, so I'll just put in a tape deck then and practice getting
And yeah, I
shot
heard
more.
that too, Botendo, that they're remastering Crash Team Racing. I don't know why, personally. Crash Team Racing isn't a bad racing game, it's just... like I say, it's good, but personally I would prefer Crash Tag Team Racing, just because there's slightly more stuff to do in it than it's just a generic racing game. You know, there's a story, there's characters to unlock, there's like a battle mode and all that stuff. So that's why I prefer Crash Tag Team Racing over Crash Team Racing. Hello. I'm really glad I'm good at flying. What edition of the game did I get? Oh, the regular edition. I'm not a fan of season passes without knowing what the DLC it is you're getting. I'm biased because I got the season pass for Ni no Kuni and I'm still waiting on the DLC for that. But I'm never ever... and when I go to my local game store, they always try and sell me the season pass, and they know who I am because I shop there often, but they keep trying to push season passes on me, and I'm like one time when I was buying Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the woman said to me, "Would you like the season pass?" And I said, "What?" For like 6 guns, like 7 skins, and a few tombs that'll take me all of about 5 minutes to complete. And she was like, "Yeah, doesn't that sound good?" And I'm like, "Not for 30 fucking quid, it doesn't." And then she looked at me like, "So you don't want it then?" And I'm like, "No, not really, thank you." It's like, fucking idiot. But yeah, the other reason why I didn't buy the season pass for this game is because, or get the gold edition, is because obviously, like I say, Smash Bros is out in 2 days, and because I'm gonna have this game done today, I can trade it back in and buy Smash Bros for like £2. So, because obviously if I'd have bought the gold edition, I'm sort of forcing myself to keep the game for DLC that could be very lackluster. But even then, like, personally, the only DLCs that have ever been worth it are the Witcher expansions, because for like £8 and like £13 you get like 10 to 20 hours per expansion of content, and that's more than worth your money. Whereas stuff like this, you'll get like 3 hours of content for like 30 quid, and it's just not worth it. It's not. And you're selling all your PS3 games. Why are you selling all your PS3 games, Brotendo? Obviously, if you was English, I would pay you to... If there was any that I didn't own, I would buy them off you. It broke. Oh, I'm so sad to hear that, Brotendo. I really am. Damn. Because there were some good games on PS3, and I'm thankful I've still got mine. I am. The Blood and Wine DLC was amazing. I will admit though, Brotendo, I won't ever know, because Witcher 3 I never finished. I don't... You can tell me if it's for a stupid reason or not, but for me it was like a really stupid reason. But basically I got myself to Skellige, and I skipped like 5 to 6 hours of the main story without realizing, and the game sort of like caught me up on everything that I was supposed to have done. And then I should actually really get in here. And then the game sort of like went, oh, so I see you've done all this, this, and this, and I went, no. So that's why I stopped playing it. But it's been like what, 5 years now? So, or 3 years, whenever it came out. I should actually play that game again. Yeah, obviously if you recommend it, Daniel, because obviously I know Dark Shadow does. If he was here, he would definitely tell me to play it again. Yeah, I think I should give it a try sometime soon. The Blood and Wine DLC was in a new area and involved vampires. That other DLC was lackluster. Oh, I don't. Yeah, like I say, don't ask. I don't remember what the other DLC was. But yeah, obviously buying the game on PC now is like £13. So again, for pretty much 3 games for £13, it's more than worth your money. It is. Do I have GTA 5 for PS3? No, I don't, but I own it for PC though, Brotendo. I used to own it for PS3. I beat it, and then obviously I traded it in. And I thought to myself, I'll buy it again on PS4, but then obviously PS4 came out with, you know, PS Plus to play on games online, so I just thought I won't bother. I won't. I'll just buy the game on PC. But yeah, it's stuff like this, Daniel, that I'm talking about, like the actual explosions and stuff. The game seems to handle it fine, but then sometimes I think if the game keeps too many items on screen, that's when the game starts to have issues. It does. Where the hell is that chopper? Oh, there you are. Oh no, thank you for the follow, Daniel. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Save all the money for Boxing Day. Some of the deals are pretty good. Yeah, I'll do that as well. Obviously, yeah, I have like an entire list of games that I want to buy on PC. Now that obviously I have a PC that can play them. Yeah, I'm sort of just waiting for them now. I am.
Next time, let's do something faster.
You can show me all the PS3 games to sell them. Actually, where do you live, bro, Tendo? Because obviously if you live in America, then obviously it's pointless. But obviously if it's the UK, then maybe. But pretty much for the PS3, if it's not a PS3 exclusive, I'm not really interested. Because obviously if I can buy it on PC, then like I said, obviously I'm probably won't be too interested. But anything that's sort of like that console specific. But even then, have I got them all? I don't know actually. You live in America, yeah. I actually don't know if I'll get my train of thought here in a minute. Yeah, I don't think American discs work on PS3 consoles. I believe I've had a friend who bought the God of War double pack for PS3 slightly early, because I think it was released in America slightly early, and I think he bought it and he said it ran fine. So obviously I don't know, but yeah. Many of the PS3 games are going to PS4 anyway. Yeah, with like remasters or whatever you want to call them. But even then, Daniel, obviously I still have my PS3 because, like I say, there's a lot of like PS3 games that they aren't going to remaster at all. So obviously I may as well keep them. Plus obviously all the library for the PS3 and the Xbox 360 that definitely won't be remastered. Obviously I can play on there. But obviously if I was exclusively an Xbox guy, because Microsoft's Xbox One is backwards compatible for like so many Xbox 360 games, I would feel comfortable in getting rid of my 360. I probably might at one point. But at the moment, because a few of the games that I own aren't Xbox One backwards compatible yet, I'm just going to keep me 360 at the moment. Then again, how much does the 360 sell for?
Cesar, check in.
Copy that. I'm following the tornado. Storm Chaser's performing beautifully.
I'm on my way to Nueva Voz. See you soon.
Oh yeah, I can sell my 360 for like £21. Fuck it, I won't bother. I'll keep it. I'll keep it and put it on the shelf.
Say again. Mira, the Black Hand are trying to secure the wind cannons.
Mierda. If we don't destroy them, they'll deflect the tornado and
Anyway,
our
Xbox
plan
and
is
PlayStation are
fucked.
scheduled to come out next year, and you wouldn't touch the 360 now. Red Ring of Death is a certainty. Well, like I say, I've still got my 360 and it works fine. But like I say, because it trades in for pretty much 10 a penny, I won't bother, I'll just keep it. I will. Just as like a little memento of, this is a console that existed. Yes, it may not be played much now, but, you know.
I'm heading for the wind cannons. Mira, if the Black Hand are here.
See, they know what we're up to.
Warn our troops. We're in for a fight.
Everybody, the Black Hand are on to us. Kick their asses.
But yeah, selling it for £21 is better than just keeping it on a shelf. True, but again, if you saw my wall of games over there, you'd very quickly realise, oh yeah, he may as well keep it. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, no, because I'm sort of like a collector. Like I want to try and buy games and stuff and keep the consoles to run them on. Sort of like AVGN, but for my era of games. So, yeah. And that's why I want to keep it.
I'm heading for the wind cannons. Mira, if the Black Hand are here.
See, they know what we're up to.
Warn our troops. We're in for a fight.
Yeah, with a new Xbox or PS4 maybe coming next year, definitely the year after. I personally won't give a shit what console I get, but I will most likely get a PS5 because, like, I don't want to shit on Microsoft or anything, but if you look at the lineup of exclusives for PS4 compared to Xbox One has Halo, Gears of War, Forza Motorsport, and now Crackdown. 4 games. Sony has so many more exclusives and many more to come because they're a big company. Everyone wants to make games for them, you know. So
Destroy the combustion chambers on the side first.
There we go.
Now destroy that rear intake fan, and the wind cannon is useless.
That's one down.
it's just considered a knockoff GTA. I would say no, because it's more of like a, yes, it's an open world shooter, but because you're more destabilizing governments and just generically blowing shit up, I would say obviously it's vastly different to GTA, because GTA has an overall story with characters and stuff. I'm not saying that Just Cause doesn't, it's just that comparatively it doesn't. Like, these characters are just going to come and go and you'll forget about them by the next game. You will.
That's all the cannons on this
If you're getting a PlayStation 5, your Xbox One X already does 4K, so you doubt the new Xbox will be that much better. Yeah, actually, I don't want to pull you down or anything, Daniel, but the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro don't actually do 4K. They technically do 4K, but it's 1440p, which is 2K upscaled to 4K. So whilst it's sort of doing 4K, basically, if you saw the difference between 2K and 4K, you would know what I mean. You would very clearly go, "Oh my!" Like, your eyes would just start watering with the amount of like color detail and accuracy and clarity of the image. You would. Yeah, like, obviously I'll be getting a PS5 or whatever it is anyway. You heard the PS1 Classic only has like 2 or 3 good games. PS Classic, my arse. Seriously, if you looked at the list of the games on there, they're worthless, actually. I can prove it to you. I'll go on to Games website, and I will tell you why they're all pointless and why it's a shit classic console compared to Nintendo's. It's very easy to understand. Right, so you've got Battle Arena Toshinden, fighting game. Not really into fighting games personally. Cool Borders 2, a very linear snowboarding game. Don't care. Destruction Derby, looks to be like cars smashing into each other. Don't care. Final Fantasy 7, I can buy that on like so many different platforms. Buying a PS1 Classic for it is not worth it. Grand Theft Auto, maybe, but I'm not. Okay, I'm one of the few people who would play the top-down Grand Theft Auto game. A lot of people wouldn't. Intelligent Cube looks to be some shitty puzzle game. Jumping Flash looks to be some shitty flying game. Metal Gear Solid, again, I can buy that on the PlayStation Store, and if you're a fan, you'd have bought it on the PlayStation Store anyway. Mr. Driller looks to be some shitty Tetris ripoff. Oddworld's Abe's Odyssey has not really aged well, and again, you can buy it on the PlayStation Store and Steam. Revelations Persona, I believe it's a Persona game, so that's a bit iffy. I don't know if it's on the PlayStation Store, I don't think it is. Rayman, 2D Rayman, it's sort of fun, but I'd prefer to play Mario over Rayman, but Rayman isn't that bad. Resident Evil Director's Cut, yet again you can buy it on GameCube, Wii, PS2, fucking Xbox 360, PS3, the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, Steam. So that doesn't count. R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, racing game, like I say, don't really care. Super Puzzle Fighter Turbo 2, quite literally a Tetris ripoff. Siphon Filter, actually a game you might want to play. Tekken 3, another fighting game, but Tekken 7's out, so I'll play that. Because it's online and I can play with many people, Tekken I have to sit with a friend. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. It's a very outdated game at this point and I don't recommend playing the PS1 version. Twisted Metal. Still fairly fun, but it's not a game that a lot of people will enjoy playing. I've played it myself, it's not bad, it's got a nice gimmick to it, but that's about it. And then Wild Arms looks to be some sort of JRPG, so maybe for the JRPG fans. There's not one game on there I would buy that console for. There's not one. And do you know why Nintendo's consoles sell better than this will? Because Nintendo consoles, you have to buy the consoles, you have to buy the cartridges, you have to go back in time to own physical things, because Nintendo doesn't really do like the Nintendo Store, especially for the Switch. So there's a massive market for people to rush out and buy the NES Mini and the SNES Mini, because there's no other way to get them except for buying the consoles and buying the games. And obviously for people like me in England it's easy to do, because obviously we have second-hand stores. So it's really easy for people like me to do that. Plus then obviously you've got like eBay, Craigslist and stuff. So it's sort of relatively easy to get them anyway. But you still, it's easier and cheaper to do it and buy a classic console. But like I say, with Sony's, it's just, you can buy them on many different stores. So because they're not locked to that classic version, it's pointless. It is absolutely pointless. Obviously that's just my personal opinion, but like I say, it's just not worth buying. Plus when you also look at it, there's not really many PS1 games you look at and go, I want to buy that. You know, obviously there's Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, and that's about it really. But like I say, you can buy them on many different stores, so you're not locked to owning a PS1 for it. What do I think about all new consoles going to be sold without an optical drive? Microsoft are offering you to trade in your games for a digital version. Well, in that case, I won't buy a new console, because here's my issue. If you buy a game, like, okay, so like this is with Steam, and obviously this is like a far future thing that if it ever happens, I'd be surprised. But if you own I have the perfect example, the Spyro Remastered Trilogy. You buy that game, you buy the physical disc for that game. You only own game 1, because the other 2 games are downloads only. So in years to come, when Sony eventually shut down the PS4 servers, you don't actually, even though you have the physical game in your hand, you don't actually own Spyro 2 or 3 Remastered, and you never will. That's why I don't like digital, because you never own the game, you sort of rent it until the servers shut down. So that's why I don't like it. And again, obviously going back to like old consoles, obviously again my entire game collection, I have that game, I own it, I will always be able to take it out of its box, put it in the console and play it at a moment's notice. And because obviously the PS1's outdated, if that had servers, they would have long shut down by now. Which means the games that you own on it, you have technically wasted all your money buying them, because you don't actually own them. So it's a really shit thing to do. It is. Balls. So yeah, personally, if they don't have optical drives, I might withhold getting the new console.
That's it. The cannons are gone.
I can confirm. The tornado is entering the pass.
Wait for me down there, Cesar. I'm on my way.
Copy.
Oh balls. Oh balls.
Hostile hasn't re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
The Xbox One X does native 4K at 30 FPS or full 1080p at 60 FPS. They sell it as 4K at 60, but it's not. Forza Horizon gives you the option at 4K at 30 or 1080 at 60.
Let's roll.
Well then, all I'm going to say is, obviously, I'm only going based off, like, adverts and stuff, because adverts, when they say it's like 4K, bollocks, I was meant to stay near it, when it says, like, obviously 4K, if you read the small print, it says that it's 1440p, but then it upscales to 4K. Now, I know there are some games that will run at native 4K. I know, for example, I believe Rocket League does. Obviously, that's a fairly easy game to run. I think the reason why Forza Horizon will be able to run at 4K is because it's probably built specifically for the console to run at 4K, and because they can do that, that's why obviously it can run at native 4K. But like I say, most games will not run at native 4K. Like, say, Gears of War or Halo and stuff. Like, they just will not run at native 4K. Or PUBG. They would just never run at native 4K. Because they're a little too graphically demanding for the console to handle. Now, I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Maybe the Xbox One is the console that can do native 4K. But I'm 100% certain the PS4 Pro can't. Like, I'm 100% certain the PS4 Pro doesn't.
Ay, que carajo! The power of this thing! Are you sure about this, Rico?
Too late to think about that now, amigo.
You downloaded BlazBlue. I'm pretty certain BlazBlue is yeah, BlazBlue, obviously, again, I'm not a big fighting game guy. I've pretty much only played like Tekken 7 and I'm going to be playing Smash Bros. But from what I know of BlazBlue, it's a fairly decent like anime fighting game, which is nice. I've got a friend, again, Dark Shadow, if he was here, he would be able to tell you if it's good or not, since he owns them. But yeah, like I said, obviously I can't go off based off personal preference. Actually, did you get it on PC or console? Because if you got it on PC, then I could technically play with you. But again, obviously with Smash Bros out, I might not be able to play any other fighting game after that.
Flag them.
Already done. Hostile in our area of operation.
Acknowledge. Intruder on place. All units engage.
Target is in a ground vehicle.
One wind cannon down.
Bien. That's one set down.
You don't like anime, but you're fine with anime looking characters in games. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That makes total sense.
Yeah, that'll do. One cannon left.
Don't you dare.
You're not getting me today! Hijo de puta!
Listo. The tornado is tracking towards Nueva Voz again.
I'm heading to the tower.
Nope, I'm gonna die. Or not.
This place is a war zone.
Rico, I'm in some trouble.
Great.
Cesar, what is it?
I tried to break through a Black Hand roadblock and, well, I'm surrounded. The storm chaser is holding up for now, but...
I'm coming.
Oh, you're all the way. How the hell did you get all the way over there? Oh, there's the frame rate. Oh, there's your poor frame rate, Daniel. Really poor frame rate.
I'm getting better at getting shot at, no?
You're a pro. Sit tight, I'll handle this.
That was amazing.
Yeah, you're pretty good at getting shot at. Now get to the vantage point.
See. I can't wait to see this UFO up close.
Mira, Cesar's almost in position.
Good. So am I. You should get to higher ground. This show's about to start. Torre Espinosa is down. All right, stand by. Engaging cannons. Now. Wing cannons online. It's working. Good job, people. Good job.
The Black Hand are attacking!
We have to protect those wing cannons.
There's too many of them!
Hold your ground.
I've got this.
I bet you do, Rico.
I'm sending reinforcements, but they won't get to the roof for a few minutes.
I'll hold them off.
Tornado's at an F3! Phew!
Mira, reinforcements.
Not everyone has a wingsuit, okay?
On my way. Mira.
Reinforcements en route. Just hold them for a minute.
Idiot. There's too many of them. Only like 10 enemies on that roof. Yeah, I know, right? Plus they can only come up in very specific ways. So say for example if there's a lift that they can come up in, you guard the bloody lifts. It's not that hard.
Here we go!
Tornado's still growing. Just hold them off a little longer.
Oh great. Fantastic.
Status.
It's big enough! Rico, now's your chance. It should be a straight shot down to the core. Make the dive!
Here we go.
No, there we go.
Rico. Come in, Rico.
Lost him.
Mira, look!
Mira, I'm on the tornado core. What am I looking for?
Look for an access panel. It should be near the center of the core.
And conveniently with a hole just large enough to put in a thumb drive.
I can't believe this. Everybody come check this out. Oh, you all doubted me, but now I have proof. Proof that the reptilians have infiltrated the highest levels of government. Proof that Oscar Espinosa hails from the Alpha Draconis system. Proof that no human could have created. Is this a USB port?
Yeah.
Is this a USB port? What kind of alien ship has a USB port?
Sorry, Cesar. That thing is man-made.
But
Espinosa may not have been one of your lizardmen.
reptilians.
But his UFO has killed hundreds of his own people. And now he's exposed. You've uncovered a real conspiracy, Cesar.
Hey guys, you're gonna want to check this out.
What is this?
The tornado core wasn't the only one that was mobile. This one was a prototype, but there's another more advanced device under construction at IAPA.
Can you use this to disable the defensive node?
See, the virus is ready. We just need to send it.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, can I be the one that sends it?
You're good to go. Just hit enter.
Take this, you non-alien motherfucker!
I like this guy. And anyway, what kind of a virus can make something explode? These are the questions I need answers to. They are. Well, that's mission 2 of 3 done, I guess. Before I can do the final mission. And yeah, I got some new squads. I wonder what I should take over next. Oh wait, no, I can't. I'm done. So I need to do that one. Can I fly in here? I can. Right, well, so I'll do this mission, take this land over, send in my squad, and then, yeah, obviously get on with the missions. Control the tornado, yeah, I get it. I'm not going to, but I get it.
Hey, Rico. Isis data says you should be near La Masmorra.
That's the prison where you think your uncle is?
See. Let me know what you find at those coordinates.
Mira, small outpost, not heavily guarded. But there's an elevator that goes into the ground.
That must be La Masmorra. The elevator's probably locked down. Look for a console that will give you access.
Copy.
Copy on hostile contact. Free to engage.
It's waiting for confirmation from the watchtowers.
Then get there fast, Rico. The system will expect verification from all 3 towers before it grants access to the elevator.
That's one. 2 down. 1 to go.
Bollocks.
Can't get a clear shot.
Thank you.
That's all of them. Elevator's open. I'll let you know when I'm on my way down. Heading down. Looks like Izzy's intel was good.
Please, be careful, Rico.
If your uncle is down here, I'll get him out alive.
I know you will.
Target last known position on site. Stand by.
Big facility. Looks like a prisoner intake area.
Why don't these people leave?
Keep going forward. Hopefully there's a security station with some records.
Found the security station.
Anything?
I'll let you know.
Remember your training, soldado.
Remember your training. So he's staring out the window instead of through the only entrance. Great training.
Mira, I found your uncle. Cell box C4. Lanza Morales.
Gracias a Dios, Rico. Hurry.
Holy shit.
Hey,
This place is massive. There must be hundreds of prisoners down here.
and it's Espinosa's private facility. They Black Hand run this place without any oversight.
Don't let them pin you down.
Lot of security down here.
A lot of valuable prisoners. And they bury them out here for a reason.
Here it is. Cell box C4.
Do you see my uncle?
Stand by, Mira. Mira, I'm at La Mazmorra. Elevator's open. I'll let you know when I'm on my way
Okay.
down.
Just replay that bloody sound file.
Lanza Morales. Who are you? What's happening? Prison break. You need to come with me. I can't leave my work. We'll come back for it. Vente.
Okay. Don't tell me I have to run with him.
Prisoner escape in cell block C4. Do not let Morales out of here alive.
Guess they want you dead.
I must have outlived my usefulness.
Acknowledged. Intruder on site. All units engage.
Whoever you are, thank you for helping me escape.
Don't thank me until we're on the surface. Just keep your head down. I'll deal with the Black Hand.
There's the title.
Take cover. I've got him. He's down. Let's move.
Wow, that was pathetic. That was absolutely pathetic.
Not that I'm objecting, senor, but why are you helping me escape?
There's a revolution spreading across Solis. We think you can help.
All unit.
Oh, they've activated the ventilation systems.
That's actually brilliant.
How do we get past?
If you can find another way around, you should be able to flip the breakers. They should retract then.
Wait there.
The fan's retracting.
Vámonos.
Why doesn't he just take the guns with the deployable shield and use that as cover? Oh wait, game logic. Yeah.
Questions later.
I think I would say because it's too heavy, but considering it's all packed there anyway.
Need your help again, senor.
We're clear. Keep moving.
But even then, with all of his infinite health that he has, because he's taken quite a few shots, why do you need a shield?
All Black Hand unit, stand by for more intel.
Another fan.
I'll find the breakers and shut it down. Come on through.
Just cause world doesn't follow our physics, so he could lift it. Yeah. Like I say, you can have something drop onto a building from like 100 feet that weighs a few ton. Oh, that's fine. But you can't have this guy carry a gun with a shield. Okay. I mean, I know he's old and everything, but the gun isn't that heavy.
should be behind that door.
Let me take a look at that console.
Hostile hasn't re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
I thought so. They got us locked out. I have to figure out a way to override it. I'll cover you.
Don't think about game logic. Yeah, exactly. Never ever question logic. Because otherwise, you'll very quickly learn that the game might start to break slowly.
Lanza?
More time. I need a little more time.
Adios.
Am I going to switch games after I finish? I can do. I have no idea what to if I do. If the game's... So obviously, again, obviously if anyone has any suggestions, I can take them into account. I'll just die.
Get to the elevator, now!
See, I'm going.
If the game says it's supernatural magic, then it's somewhat fine. If the game doesn't try to explain it, then you have to think about it. Well, true. And considering this game is supposed to be sort of semi-realistic, you know, with also ideas behind it, then, you know, idiot.
Gracias, señor.
Yeah, I can do Pretendo.
I believe you knew my father, Miguel.
You're Miguel's boy? I've seen pictures. I was sorry to hear about your father, Rico. He was a good man.
I've heard differently.
What do you mean?
He almost died, yeah, because he's an idiot and he didn't bloody well. He just stood there and went, bye.
Pequeña. Oh, oh, oh. I just can't believe it. I didn't think I'd see you ever again. Oh, mija. Let me look at you.
I thought I'd lost you forever, Tio.
You need to get out of here. This place is not secure yet. Go with Mira. I'll catch up once we take him to prison.
Rico Rodriguez. How can I ever repay you?
By helping me destroy Project Iapa and Oscar Espinosa.
Anything for Miguel Rodriguez, son.
Even though I'm almost done, I've only got one left to destroy. downloading Yakuza 6 right now. I wouldn't bother. I will admit, Yakuza's combat is fairly decent. Yakuza's story is annoying and boring. Because all it is Japanese men yapping at each other for no particular reason, and it doesn't progress the story, and it doesn't push it forwards. It doesn't. So I really don't recommend ever playing Yakuza. Even if you go on any forum and you ask, is Yakuza any fun? A lot of people will say, of course, it's like the second coming of Jesus, is what Yakuza is to most people. I don't know how. Okay, nice, don't have the lights on. Be honest, I really don't recommend Yakuza. It's very overrated, and is it worth playing a 20-hour game for like 3 to 4 hours of combat? No, it isn't. Because like I say, the story isn't interesting at all, and like I say, it's just a lot of the time it's just Japanese men yapping at each other. And because obviously I'm not Japanese, then obviously you can come to the conclusion that, oh well, I'm just an idiot Westerner who doesn't understand true culture, and it's like, fuck you. I don't need to stand outside of a store about to buy a suit and have two men talk for a good 10 minutes about complete bollocks, and then go in to buy the store, come out and then yap on for another 2 minutes. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. I don't care for it. So like I say, if you want to go ahead and play it, do it. But, and obviously I've only played Yakuza 0. I really don't want to play the rest of them. But because I've sort of started the series, I may as well see it through. No bollocks. Is there any open world demos on the PS Store? I don't think so, Brotendo. Well, actually, I'm pretty... Okay then. I'm pretty certain no.
My pequeñas. They've changed so much. I don't know where I went wrong with my Gabriela.
Sometimes family can surprise you.
Is that why you say your father was not a good man?
He was one of the chief architects of a weapon of mass destruction.
Not when we started, Rico. Project Iyapa was meant to save lives. Imagine the ability to disperse tornadoes.
Oh, actually, yes. There's a Middle Earth Shadow of War that has a demo, and that's an open world game, and it plays like Batman Arkham.
He thought his father was squandering his family's fortune on this altruistic project. When he took over, he changed our direction. He wanted us to weaponize Iyapa's technology, so he could sell it to the highest bidder. Go help me with this, por favor.
Then you've also got Stick Shards of Darkness, but that's more like
on a weapons project.
Dishonored.
His work, and he left Solis at once. Oscar sent my own daughter.
Oh, and then you've also got Mafia 3, which I do recommend playing, but again, obviously, probably recommend playing on console, not PC.
Still working on a weather weapon, but now for myself.
You've been working on Zona Uno this whole time.
I have indeed.
And that's it.
I believe
They're
so.
the only ones.
Yes.
Kill the lights.
Oh yeah, I love clips because, like it says, clips.twitch.tv/muddy prettiest ocelot more cowbell. Okay, thanks for the URL link.
So, you have a plan, Lanza?
Yes, I said. I've been working on Zona Uno. Your father's departure sent us back a decade. The bastard needed my help just to recover the time he lost. But I also built in a flaw.
Flaw?
A flaw that will allow us to access the core. But first, we need to get into Zona Uno. Each core was our first major breakthrough in weather modification. We thought the best place to test your father's theory was the desert. The result was total control of a sandstorm.
We're taking the train.
We rode
Yeah, that tea. It's actually iced tea from Lipton. Lipton iced tea.
Tracks are still there.
For when you can't be asked to make a
If we
cuppa.
wait it rain down enough, they will
Hashtag not
listen
sponsored.
someone
Hashtag wanna be sponsored.
You'll need some heavy armor.
If I seriously got sponsored by fucking Lipton,
we can probably get something there.
I'd be the happiest person in the world.
Retrofit a standard train chassis. From Grand Central, we should be able to secure a train without too much trouble. Then we just need a place to do the adjustments, somewhere near Zona Uno.
Estación Perdida.
Sponsored by Lipton. Yeah, I fucking
We
wish.
can do the work there.
Just have a giant, just have the Lipton logo just plastered in the middle of the video, just 24/7.
The shielding there is segmented.
I positioned it to Oscar as a failsafe.
For ventilation?
The shield opens to ventilate the sandstorm core if it overheats.
And once the shield is open?
That's where it gets
What
interesting. Once the shield is open, I will need to personally climb
English.
the structure, and
What
then you
were
will
the
release
reviews for
locking
Just
clamps
Cause
on the
3?
shield.
I
Then
actually
we
do
should
not
be able
know.
to dismantle the power.
What if we put a giant gun on the train instead?
Pretty much like a
giant gun.
7, 8 out of 10.
Shoot the armor once it's ventilated.
The force of a large artillery shell should be sufficient to dislodge the
And
shield
yeah,
once
Just Cause
it's
3 isn't a
fully
bad
open,
game.
and leave the core intact.
Well, what, you hadn't thought of that, Tio?
Where do we get a gun like that?
Prospero Torretas. They put some high caliber weaponry on their
I sort of recommend it.
And once we shut off the armor.
I do, and because it's cheaper than Just Cause 4, go for it.
Okay, let's get started.
Did Rico always have an accent? Sort of. But this is the 4th version of the Rico voice actor. They've had a different guy for each game. They have. So it's not consistent. It's not. Like, I really enjoyed the guy from Just Cause 2. And then obviously they changed him for Just Cause 3, and then they've changed him again for Just Cause 4. In Just Cause 2, the girl is very annoying. Oh, Bolo Santosi. You are with the Reapers. Now go, Scorpio, and take over the revolution. You mean her? You totally skipped Just Cause 3. I didn't have the time. I was never going to be able to beat Just Cause 3 in one day. But now that I'm looking back at it, I could have played Just Cause 3 the day before this, played this, and then beat Just Cause 3 tomorrow. But I didn't think that far ahead. But then again, I could start Just Cause 3 tomorrow just to get the Just Cause series finished. The only problem is, like I say, it's on the PC, and whilst it does run fairly well, I'm just worried about it crashing randomly.
I'm aboard the train. It's automated.
Black Hand manning those guns, though. You should probably punch their tickets.
Oh, never mind. You know, open world games, you like to blow things up. Well then, Just Cause 3 and Just Cause 4 are the perfect games for you. 2, I don't recommend that much for blowing up. It's not bad, but just because there's so much boring shit to do.
Black Hand manning those guns, though. You should probably punch their tickets.
We have a train hijacking in progress. Scramble choppers, now!
You idiot.
Train stopping.
They're trying to contain you at that outpost. Easy.
See, console in the outpost. Plug me in and I'll fix it.
Get us moving, Izzy.
Copy. You're clear. Train's moving again.
From the engine. Listo, you're there. Pull that pin out.
No. There will be a day where AVGM will have reviewed all the games up to the NES 64. He will have to review modern crap games like Duke Nukem Forever and Life of Black Tiger. Yeah, I don't actually think he'll ever be able to get that far, because obviously 10 years ago when he used to really do AVGN, there was like a video a month. There was. Now it's like a video every few months. So And he's also reviewed like Tomb Raider on PS1, Drake of the 99 Dragons. So, you know.
Typical. Hold them off. I'm sending you reinforcements. Sargento, call out targets for Rico.
Time to see what this baby can do.
Hostile in our area of operation.
Acknowledge. Intruder on site. All units engage. Your post. Target is gone.
Choppers coming in, Rico. Heads up.
Your support is en route.
This thing is amazing.
I can't even hit this thing.
Oh, should I cancel the reinforcements?
No.
Fuck you.
RPG in the junkyard.
Tank squad deployed. On our way.
Rico, there's another train coming down the tracks. I think they're gonna ram you.
Like how they are.
Shoot it! Shoot it! That was a close one.
You mean like next gen games, because you can find some crap on the PS4, like The Life of Black Tiger and Orc Slayer. I think I know what you mean by The Life of Black Tiger. I think I know that game.
There's another train coming, Rico. The other way this time.
Got it.
Oh, bullets.
Tank unit on its way. We'll be on site shortly.
Cannon's not doing so good. Ah, not today.
It looks like a Nokia Engage game. Yeah.
Helicopter inbound. Heading for
Who the hell's shooting at me? You are. Bollocks.
We'll be on site shortly.
Michael Bay the game is great. Yeah, that's why I titled it Michael Bay the game. Because this is literally just Michael Bay's imagination. This is what he sees when he goes to sleep.
To pick up the cannon. Sit tight.
Life of Black Tiger. I'm pretty certain I say I've heard of that.
Hey, Rico. Nice teamwork, eh?
Are you all right, Rico?
Yes, I do know this game.
I think the cannon is going to work out
It
just
is so
fine.
fucking stupid.
I wish I could have seen it in action.
You will.
Is Shadow of War any good? Okay, if you like Lord of the Rings, yes. If you like Batman Combat, yes. If you just like sort of like open world games overall, yes. The only thing it comes down to, and I've sort of played it, where you could play the first 3 chapters, but then chapter 4 is like a protect your bases chapter. I think you have to protect your 4 bases 20 times, so you basically have to protect them 5 times each. because before the game used to have like microtransactions and shit. It did. But now that they've removed that, it sort of seems like doing that, because obviously what you would do is you would either have to farm if you don't want to spend any money, or you obviously spend money and open loot boxes and stuff to get orcs that are leveled up. But now that they've removed that, I think they've dropped the level requirement to play Chapter 4. So I think it's now a fairly feasible game to play from beginning to end, so I do recommend it. If I do somehow get to play it before you buy it, you'll obviously see what I mean. But yeah, even then, if it's cheap enough, playing the first 3 chapters and ignoring the 4th is more than a sort of a complete story. So yeah, Shadow of War's not too bad. You know, 2 out of 3 things. Which 2 out of 3 things? If you say you don't like Lord of the Rings, you can get out. I fucking love Lord of the Rings. Again, obviously, the name's a midget warrior. I sort of like swords and knights and stuff, so Lord of the Rings is like a fucking wet dream for me.
Destroying the
It
network
is.
from the outside in. Genius.
You were clearly a strong influence on her.
I never apologized to you for continuing my work on Project Ayapa after your father left.
Helping me take down Zona Uno is apology enough.
I wish Miguel could see all you've accomplished here. You've grown into a strong man, Rico Rodriguez. And you are changing Solis for the better.
I'm changing Solis, all right. We'll see if it's for the better.
I'm sure we will. But first, Zona Uno.
Zona Uno.
Well then, I guess this is where we take down the 3rd and final tower.
You excited, Lanza?
Finish what I started years ago? Yes. To charge headlong into a sandstorm. Less so.
Don't forget all the trained soldiers who want to stop you.
I leave them to you.
Some Black Hand activity coming up ahead of your position.
Copy that. Just keep the train moving, Lanza. I'll deal with the Black Hand.
The cannon is all yours, my young friend.
Command, we have an intruder on site.
Copy on hostile contact. Free to engage. Watch the right!
Fucking see ya.
Rico, on the tracks in front of us.
Shit.
Another barricade, Rico.
Keep going. I'll clear the way.
Yeah, you like Lord of the Rings, but it isn't your wet dream. Oh yeah, no, I just love Lord of the Rings. How many chapters are in Shadow of War? There's 4 altogether. But like I say, there's 3 chapters. Then, like I say, once you finish those 3 chapters, it's chapter 4 is just protect the 4 towers a few times each. it is.
We're about to pass through a wave of
So I think, actually, if I can boot up Steam, I can tell you how long it's taken me to get to Chapter 4. And also, this is obviously doing everything within the game. Piss off. I think around 20 hours is how long it'll take you to get to Chapter 4. And then I think Chapter 4 itself will probably take 5 hours, if that.
no further contact. All units, stay alert. In all my years working on Zona Uno, I've never been inside one before.
What do you think?
It's hard to see. Passing through the sandstorm took a toll on the engines.
Can we keep moving?
Oh no, I've played it for 40 hours.
We must be cautious. Rico,
Wow.
on the tracks.
Yeah, I've played it for 40 hours and I've gotten to Chapter 4. Except I think I've done about half of Chapter 4. Bollocks, I wasn't paying attention at all. So actually, if you look at about 45 to 50 hours to completely beat the game 100%, do I think it's worth it? Yeah. You know, like 50 hours for like, what, a $20 game at this point?
What's the matter?
Sandstorm is clogging the engine. Hostile hasn't re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
You're trying Yakuza. Look. Hey man, it's your funeral.
We're seating ducks. Can you repair the engines?
It will take a moment.
Do it. I'll
Nah,
cover you.
great.
Tio, Rico, the Black Hand are scrambling bombers.
Shit. Work fast, Lanza.
Shoot straight, Rico.
Bombers, to the left of the train, Rico.
Here they come. How's it coming?
Still working. There's sand everywhere.
We knew we were taking this thing into a sandstorm, didn't we?
Well,
You don't have high hopes. Yeah, sure, just don't go into it thinking it's the best game since sliced bread.
almost there. Restarting. There. We can move.
You guys are almost to Zona Uno.
Come on, train. You can do this. No further contact.
There it is, Lanza.
Full
I could have just flown over that. Oh my god. Oh boy. You gotta be shitting me. Fucking hell. At least you can skip cutscenes. Well, at least if I have to sit through that again, then yes, at least I can skip the cutscenes. But fucking hell. Well, I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime, eh? But no. Yeah, sadly you can't skip load times. Fuck this game, Jesus Christ. So many cutscenes, why? Because it's a story-driven experience, that's why. Otherwise it wouldn't need any.
You excited, Lanza?
Finish what I started years ago? Yes. To charge headlong into a sandstorm? Less so.
Don't forget all the trained soldiers who want to stop you.
I leave them to you.
Some Black Hand activity coming up ahead of your position.
Copy that. Just keep the train moving, Lanza. I'll deal with the Black Hand.
The cannon is all yours, my young friend.
Acknowledge. Intruder on site. All units engage.
Watch the right! Rico, on the road! A tank! Rico! Rico, on the tracks in front of us!
Shit.
You're tired of this game already? Yeah, well, I'm playing it. Obviously, if you play it, it's not bad. Obviously, with only a few missions to go. There's not long left.
Another barricade, Rico.
Keep going. I'll clear the way.
Rico, in front of us.
Not this Yakuza. Oh, okay. Wow, you played it for like 5 minutes and you've already given up. It's about right. It's exactly how I felt, but I stuck through it. I played all 20 hours of Yakuza 0. I really wish I didn't.
Rico, in front of us.
I'll take care of it.
We're about to pass through a wave of the sandstorm.
I'm ready.
No further contact. All units, stay alert.
In all my years working on Zona Uno, I've never been inside one before.
What do you think?
It's hard to see.
You're playing Mafia 3 or Shadow of War. The demos. Oh, okay. Well, I say, Mafia 3, I more than thoroughly enjoyed that game.
Can we keep moving?
It's not as bad as the game as people say it is.
We must be cautious.
Yes, it's a little repetitive, but,
Copy that. I'll clean this up.
you know, overall, I found the story quite enjoyable. And then Shadow of War, well, like I say, the only thing I don't like about Shadow of War was the buy loot boxes to beat the game. But obviously because they removed them, it's fine.
The engine is taking a beating. Entering the sandstorm again. Hang on. Carajo!
What's the matter?
Sandstorm is clogging the engine.
Hostile hasn't re-engaged. Eyes open for further contact.
Come on. Come on. Tommy!
We're seating ducks. Can you repair the engines?
It will take a moment.
Do it. I'll cover you.
Tio, Rico, the Black Hand are scrambling bombers.
Shit. Work fast, Lanza.
Shoot straight, Rico.
Bombers, to the left of the train, Rico.
Here they come. How's it coming?
Still working. There's sand everywhere.
We knew we were taking this thing into a sandstorm, didn't we?
Well, there's a lot of sand. Almost there. Restarting. There. We can move.
There it is, Lanza.
Full speed ahead!
Well, we'll skip this because we've seen it, and let's hope that the game doesn't crash again.
Quite the welcoming committee.
Hold them off until the next wave of the sandstorm. Then you make your move.
Hostile in our area of operation.
Hostile contact. Ready to engage.
Another wave coming. Be ready, Rico. Here we go. Find your way to the console I've marked.
All units, hold positions.
Mira!
Working. There. Found the cooling units. I've lit up the access roads. Follow the lights on the ground.
Gotta get these.
The cooling units keeping the core from overheating need to be destroyed.
Once they're destroyed, we use the floor I built into the system to ventilate the core.
Alert! Intruder on site! Engage! Look out! You can move!
Here's the cooling system.
Destroying. Thoroughly.
That's how I roll. One down. These things are tough, Lanza.
Gracias. I designed them myself.
You still need to take out the other two.
Just got some pizza. Oh, you bastard. How dare you.
another one.
Destroy it, and there'll be just one left.
You're going there. He's done.
Your
Excuse me.
enthusiasm for destruction is awe-inspiring.
You have no idea, Theo.
The Mafia 3 and Shadow of War downloading. Okie doke. And like I say, you definitely won't be disappointed with Shadow of War. And obviously, hopefully, Mafia as well. But obviously, Mafia is sort of a hard pill to swallow for some people.
All Black Hand unit, stand by for more intel.
Oh balls.
Here's the last one.
Mafia 3 looks like GTA, which you like. Yeah, it has a lot of shooting and stuff in it, but like I say, it's sort of repetitive at some times. If you want to do that stuff, then it is very repetitive, but if you just focus on the story, you should be fine.
Target's last known position was on site. Stand by.
Triggering the failsafe.
How do people like Yakuza when you're not playing it? God.
Head back to the drain.
I don't even know how you can like Yakuza if you're playing it.
Destroy the shielding! Give it everything you got!
Every game gets repetitive. Well, yeah, that's obviously true for everything, but I think specifically with Yakuza, fucking hell. Like, I've played one, I really don't want to play the rest. No, I probably won't. But, obviously because I've played one of them, a part of me wants to play them all. But if I do, it'll take me years for me to finish that series.
You wanna do the honors, Theo?
No, my work on Zona Uno is complete. I want to see what this program of yours can do.
Unless the game has variety like GTA 5. Yeah, GTA 5 was fun. I'm only going based off memory, and this was like fucking, what, 5 years ago at this point? Because I've not played it since, I haven't. But, yeah. GTA 5 was pretty fun. I never 100%ed it, I couldn't be arsed. Oh, I think this is actually the final mission as well. I think. Well, when I mean I'm pretty certain this is the final mission. Oh my eye. Okay, no.
Massive energy spikes in the Project Iyapa installation.
That can't be good.
I suspect our lizard man is returning to the mothership. But it was a joke.
Yeah, it's called timing, Persero.
Actually, he might be onto something. If there was a launch, that would explain the energy spike.
The data we recovered from the tornado core. Espinosa was developing another more advanced mobile weapon. What if it's not under construction? What if it's completed?
That was always Oscar's goal, to combine the technology of all three sides.
A weapon that can create any kind of storm, anywhere.
It's Iyapa's final form.
Whatever it is, we should probably stop it before it launches.
We can't do anything until we deal with the Blizzard Core protecting Project Iyapa.
So... what's the play, kid?
Lanza, you're in the train.
Part of you wants to try the demo.
Cesar,
You mean Nier Automata? Okay. I will admit the one thing with the demo in Nier Automata, if you play it on easy or whatever the easiest difficulty is, the game quite literally plays itself. All you need to do is just push the stick forward, and that's it.
Watch it, kid.
Which is pretty silly. But Nier Automata, it's not a bad game. The only reason why Dark Shadow keeps telling me to not play it is because to get the official ending, you have to beat the game like 5 or 6 times, which obviously a lot of people won't do.
That will be tricky. Feel like a chopper ride?
Could be fun.
Project Iyapa ends today. What about Espinosa?
Espinosa is mine.
That would result in unacceptable collateral damage to our Black Hand forces.
And I wouldn't even consider this option, but there is a heavily armed rabble at my front door.
I can hold the mountain!
You have lost every other research facility. The people of Solis are in open revolt for the first time in 500 years. Rodriguez's army of chaos controls the majority of the island.
You bet in the 90s it was hard to see if a game was good before buying it. Yeah, because the biggest problem is you basically went off magazines. And obviously if a magazine said, oh, a game was good, and you bought it and it was this sort of, it was okay, then obviously you'd be at a bit of an issue.
Do your best.
Obviously, thankfully now that we have, you know, YouTube, internet personalities, Twitch, you know, all that lot, you can find someone who's very in line with what type of games you play and sort of how you play them. And if you find that person and if they can make a recommendation, it's usually a good recommendation. Because obviously if you go and watch a Fortnite only YouTuber or Fortnite only streamer, if they recommend Fortnite, probably because they either might be a little biased or they might really love the game. But if you find someone who's willing to be objective towards every game that they play, then, you know, you can find honest reviews out there.
Command choppers ready.
We got your back, kid.
This is Cesar. Storm chaser standing by.
Oh shit.
Lanza here. Snow Stinger is headed to Iapa.
Look sharp, people. This is
I'm the guy
Espinosa's
you
last
go
stand.
to recommend a
He's
game.
not
Well,
giving
thank you,
up without a
Brotendo.
fight.
But yeah, like I say, I'm usually
My readings show Iapa's
sort of forward, and sometimes an opinion might get in the way, but if it does, I will always then just jump to, okay, but this is the type of game and gameplay and setting story what you're going to be getting into. Because obviously, like Darksiders 3, before I even played it, I would have recommended it to anyone, but after playing it, I can only, if you're a big fan, get it on PC. If you're not too bothered, you can ignore it. You're not missing anything. And it's the same with this. This game is fun, but is it worth full price? Again, content-wise, if you do 100% of everything, yes. But for me, a lot of the time, it's not about how much content there is, but what content there is. Because obviously, if you have, say, 100 hours of the same one mission over and over again, that isn't worth full price for a game. Is there a tennis on GTA 5? Yes, there is tennis in GTA 5. I've never played it though. Again, obviously I only played the single player on PS3 and that was it. I didn't really play any more of it.
Yes, train is back online. We're pulling in.
Automatic buy, really? If there's tennis in a video game, you'll buy it. Well then you'll love Sega and Superstars Tennis? Or whatever that game is called.
Godspeed, Rico.
Cesar.
I still can't believe
Standing
I
by,
saw him
Rico.
go Al Abismo. It was incredible.
Sega Superstars Tennis. That's what it's called. Who plays GTA for the story?
No one has done anything before.
Let's go. What the?
I added heated seats. Nice, huh?
And actually, to be honest, I've never actually played. I've beaten GTA 5, and that is like the and Grand Theft Auto, well, GTA Chinatown Wars on the PSP, I believe. They're like the only two games that I've beaten. I've come close to beating GTA 4, but when you die, you have to drive back to the mission. I just can't be asked to do that. Tennis is cool. Oh yeah, tennis is a fairly good sport. But like I say, if they made like a new version of Sega Superstars Tennis, I would buy it. Then again, there's Mario Tennis on the Switch. If that has it online and if people play it, I might buy it.
Coming up on your base.
Can you find the core?
It's inside, behind those doors. We gotta find a way in.
I'll take care of it. Easy.
Hard to see power signatures through the storm. Giving you my best guess.
You just like tennis games. I'm impartial. Obviously, I'm sorry. I'm not a massive sports fan. I'm not. Fucking hell. Mario Tennis has online and people play it. Oh really? I might look into buying that then.
Found one. One generator left.
You've got to be shitting me.
Here it is. Cesar, the door's open.
See, it looks like it. And I've got a reading on the core. Head inside.
Where the hell did the car go? Oh, there it is. Fucking hell, my eye.
I'm in.
Listo, just follow the corridors. At the end, you should find an elevator. The blizzard core is buried deep beneath the mountain.
You liked Mario Tennis? I've never played Mario Tennis. Like I said, the only tennis game I've ever played is the Sega Superstars one.
Maybe this console? Deactivating the left lock. Lock on the right is open.
It's moving! Target's moving!
Cesar, I'm on the elevator heading down.
Wow.
What is it?
You're about to peek behind the curtain. I wish I was there with you.
Pull back, Cesar. I can take it from here.
Was there any Wii game that didn't use motion controls? I actually don't know.
Mira, I found the Blizzard core.
I think they all had motion controls. Whether you needed them or not was obviously a different question. Yeah, I'm pretty certain there was not one Wii game that didn't release without motion controls.
We're done.
This is it. Plug the virus into the central controller.
Nintendo likes gimmicks. Yeah, they do. That was pretty much what the Wii was. Just a gimmick. But it worked. We're right back to where we started.
army of chaos is pushing forward, but we're not going to get there in time to stop the launch.
If I cut off the power to the core, will it stop the launch?
It's worth a shot.
Give him hell, Rico. We've lost the target. Stand down for now.
Mira, what am I looking for?
There are turbines inside that relay power from the superstructure into the core. Expose them and blow them up.
He's contained! Kill him! Kill him!
Contained.
Oh bollocks, I know what I need to do.
Hasta pronto.
Oh, I'm out. And I'm gonna die.
One down.
Oh, fuck off. I am gonna die. Yeah, because there's a twat over there with a fucking railgun. You play the Hitman 2 demo today. You like how you can steal victims' clothes. Oh yeah, that's obviously been a staple in the entire Hitman series. It has. But obviously, the best Hitman gameplay is when it comes down to if you can just go after your target and do nothing else.
Kill him! Kill him!
You know, that's the impressive stuff. Oh, fuck off. You never played the other games though? Yeah, I've never played. Actually, I've only played Hitman Absolution. I've not played any of the others. You cunt.
Next floor, Rico. One turbine left.
Is it strange that there's three sisters and they all like Fortnite and Minecraft? Not necessarily. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
turbine is done. That storm core's not going anywhere. Time to pay Oscar Espinosa a visit.
Fuck yeah! Go get it!
Going in. Yeah, that'll do.
Just in case.
Espinosa, give me everything you've got, you son of a bitch!
Rico Rodriguez, do you have an appointment?
But as usual, like, the game's fun, it's fun for a few minutes, and Minecraft is fun for spitting on. Actually, I will admit, Minecraft is pretty fun if you play with friends. I will admit. But playing on your own, I obviously don't really recommend it. And then Fortnite, I'm just not a fan.
Hello, little friend. How many more lives you gonna throw away?
Prickish words from a man who started a civil war, pitting brother against sister. Can nothing stop you, Senor Rodriguez?
Let's find out. You're not running out of goons, are you?
There's plenty more goons where those came from. It's starting to feel futile yet.
I could do this all day.
You probably don't like it if you don't have a second controller. But you have one by Christmas. Well, yeah, like I say, Minecraft is fairly fun with friends. But then, like I said, obviously Fortnite, I'm just, yeah, no thanks.
Buenos dias, Senor Rodriguez. Oh, one moment. Just need to fire this off real quick. Bien. You now have my complete attention. Sorry I couldn't be there in person. I have an important meeting with your old friends at the agency.
The agency you conspired with to murder my father.
Such a shame. Your father's brilliant work was the foundation on which Project Diapo was built. And as for you, your
If not
army's
to kill
steady
each other,
advance
well, yeah,
gave my
is
scientists
that.
just the kick in the pants they needed. Rico Rodriguez, always doing the agency's bidding, whether he knows it or not.
So, should I expect a check?
Listen, I have a hard stop in a minute, so I'm going to need to put a bow on this.
I will find you.
No. No, you won't. Everything and everyone on that mountain is about to be decimated by the wrath of a thunder god. Once you're all dead, I'll deliver the storm core to the agency and settle accounts. They are incredibly excited to finally receive delivery of their new toy.
Your toy is going nowhere, Espinosa.
The core finished charging a minute or two before you cut the power. It's launching as we speak. Say hello to your father for me, Rico.
You think Fortnite will die by 2020? Yeah, probably. Everything has a shelf life.
Take us down.
Rico! It's launching!
He's going to kill everyone on this mountain.
How is NBA Live the most popular demo?
I'm plugging you to the flight
I
control
guess
arena.
there are a lot of people who love basketball.
Hurry!
We're locked out. We can't stop this storm.
What is your plan, Rodriguez?
Gabriela?
I'm open to suggestions.
Stand by.
We're in.
I disabled the firewall. I will not sacrifice the lives of my soldiers for that man's pride.
But can you stop this storm?
Only Espinosa can stop it.
Give Rodriguez the flight controls.
And he can steer the Stormcore out to sea.
I have a better idea.
Oh, he's gonna take it to the agency, isn't he?
I told you I'd find you, Oscar.
Rodriguez, your tenacity is commendable.
Did my father ever tell you the Rodriguez family motto?
It's not something we ever really discussed.
Don't fuck with a scorpion unless you're prepared to get stung.
Oh well, there you go, Rotendo. Or actually, no, it may have been you, or it was some guy in Latvia who asked yesterday, "What the hell did Scorpio have to do with anything?" Well, there it is. There's the probable reference as to why he has a scorpion jacket and whatever. So obviously that explains that.
I mean, you can see why I thought it was aliens. It was a flying saucer, see or no?
If I told you about the things we didn't finish.
Wait, what? Ay, dígame.
Easy, get over here.
Latvia asked that. Yeah, no. It's just that obviously I just saw your name first and I just jumped straight to you. But yeah, no, it was some guy in Latvia who asked yesterday about that.
Barbecue. This is grilling. No, the only real barbecue comes from Central Texas. Just like me.
You don't sound like you come from Texas.
Don't fuck with the scorpion?
That's a weird elbow. It's a very bony elbow.
Father and I have always been bonds.
Oh no, this is the end of the game for Rotendo. I've already beaten it. It's just cutscenes at this point.
You think that's true?
It's taken me, what, 11 hours? Which I was about right yesterday.
Well, definitely not in Solis. Destroying Project Yapa must have cost the agency trillions.
It always comes back to the agency.
That it does.
Let's take them down. Let's take down the agency.
Son of a bitch. All right. I'm in.
I'm with you too, Rico. We're with you.
Why is their face lighter than their arms?
Have an army.
Obviously the sun and shadows.
It's not a bad start.
But yeah, I think I'm ready to have one last adventure with Rico. So I guess in another 3 years' time we'll get Just Cause 5. And that'll be the end of Just Cause. Yeah, I think after 5 games this story has progressed far enough where obviously in the first game it was just introducing obviously Just Cause as a game. Just Cause 2 took it further, then 3. You sort of found out more about the Black Hand. 4, we've taken down the Black Hand. So then Just Cause 5 will be the end of the agency. But yeah, I think with that kind of a cliffhanger of let's take them down, I'm ready to have one last adventure with Rico and take down the agency. I think I'm ready to have one last game for Just Cause. But if they actually end Just Cause as a series, this will be the first game in years to do that. Because obviously Just Cause, big name, big brand, everyone, people will buy it. So by probably saying Just Cause 5 is going to be like the last Just Cause game, that's somewhat ballsy to say after 5 we're finished. But I will say, I hope the technology that they're using to build these games, you know, with like the weather and stuff, I hope that any more games that they make, that they use this technology for, because otherwise it's been a bit of a waste. Because obviously I've played it for 11 hours and I've never seen the tornadoes except for the main missions. So yeah, like I say, I think I'm ready to have one last adventure with Just Cause. I am.
Lost contact with enemy. Regroup.
And yeah, that is everything done. It is. Besides all of the fucking side mission crap. Oh wow, and Army Chaos is level 14. Yeah, I would never ever be able to do that. Because I'm only at what? 8 or something? 7? No, I'm on 6, going to 7 or whatever it is. Fucking hell. Well, I'm semi-glad that I'm not really interested in doing anything else. If I ever do, oh, actually before I do. There we go. At least get that trophy. But yeah. Do I recommend this game? Yes. But I don't recommend it at full price. It's fun. Again, unless if you're going to do 100% of everything, then sure, go knock yourself out. But if you're like me, you're going to, you know, take over the entire location, obviously do the story, and just dabble with some stuff here and there, then I'd say wait for it to go to, say, around £30, $35, something like that. Yeah, I don't really recommend it at full price if you're not going to do everything. But yeah, like I say, it was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. And only really having 1 crash and 2 frame rate issues isn't actually that bad. It isn't. Especially with what Daniel was saying earlier on, with people slating this on Xbox for how it runs. So yeah. Do you even get anything cool for doing collectibles? You get the self-satisfaction that you've wasted time and 100%ed a game that doesn't matter. Because the reason why I don't want to do it is these question mark things, because there's trophies to pretty much 100% this entire game. So that means finding every little location on the map, filling out every little thing that it wants you to do, and I just don't want to do that. It's the other reason why I never 100% to Just Cause 2, because there was just so many shit just dotted around for you to do, I just never bothered. But then obviously with Just Cause 3, they dumbed that down a lot. So 100% in that game was really easy. The only things I didn't do was the challenge missions, because like I say, some of them were just fucking outright stupid. They were like, oh, remove some rocks into this particular circle. Yeah, they weren't fun, so I just gave up doing them. I did like the main races and wingsuit challenges, but I didn't really do much else besides that. You just would do random crap. Well, that's the thing, is because obviously Smash Bros is out in 2 days, I could keep playing this game and 100% it, or I can trade it in towards a game that I will probably enjoy and put some time into. But obviously if I don't really enjoy the game and I'm not going to put time into it, because Nintendo games hold their asking price for years, I can always trade it in towards something else anyway. So obviously I've got that going for it. But yeah, obviously like with Just Cause 3 and 2 and whatever, because I only am on PC, I could, in my spare time, pick them up, you know, every now and then to just fill out that 100% bar. But even then, it's just not something that I'll ever do. It's not. It's just too much busy work, all for nothing. That's why I'll never do it. But yes, I will do Protendo. I will do for about an hour. I will. Oh, fucking hell. But anyway, obviously this is the end of this YouTube video, so obviously I'll thank anyone who's watched this on YouTube, as always. Very much appreciate it, and obviously if you've enjoyed watching any of these on YouTube or whatever, obviously I'm on Twitch every day, or at least hopefully every day. So obviously if you follow me on here, there, everywhere really. It helps out a lot, it does. But yeah, obviously thank you very much for watching YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed, first and foremost. I hope you enjoyed this and it's helped you decide to buy this or not. Like I say, I recommend it. If you really need to go out and buy it, sure, it's fun. If you can wait, I say wait. So yeah, I do this on YouTube also. No, Brotendo, I stream on Twitch, but I make a recording so then I can just upload that to YouTube straight away. I do. It's just easier that way. I should actually maybe attempt. I think you can multi-stream. I think there's a program that multi-streams. I'd try it, but I can save that till later. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching YouTube, and I shall see you in Smash Bros, I hope. Because I should record a few episodes of that, because I know it has a story, so I'll probably record the main story, and I might record some days of fights that I might have every now and then. Hopefully it becomes a main game that I play, but yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.